Welcome to our international podcast. Below the belt, who vex lose, who vex is your face, is your emotions. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. Candy Naline Inderjeet is here, and Beatrice Salby is here as well. You know, the early bird's always here. Siobhan McDonald, another early bird here as well. Good to see you, ladies. Good to see you, folks. Couldn't ask for better audience. Good to see all of you joining the podcast, guys. We're picking up back our discussion from this morning. Mhm. The photograph that has been in circulation there on the Office of the President Facebook page with the meeting of the Caribbean Court of Justice uh, President Justice Adrian Saunders there paying a courtesy call on Irfan Ali when there is such sensitive matters rather that goes to the legitimacy of this very regime. Should the CCJ president be seen fraternizing and paying courtesy calls on the catfish administration? Should he be doing that? How does that look to us? That seem wrong to nobody. That's the all. Tell me, folks. It's open mic. It's open mic. It's open mic day, and I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. It's actually open mic Friday. Where's our head today? But good to have each and every one of you guys. Let us know how you're doing. We're gonna pull up. We're gonna make a change to the graphic, guys, and we're gonna be right back with you, folks. It's actually open mic Friday. Somebody, somebody doing their own thing, as they sense. Somebody doing their own story. Day 7. Good to see each and every one of you. We're not going to let that stop us by any means. We're going to tweak that, but we're not going to let that stop us. We want to know how you guys are doing, and we want you guys to please smash the emoji button and share the live stream as well. We want to hear from you. How you all feel about that issue? How you all feel about that matter? Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us. Good to see you, folks who are joining us. Thanks for joining us. What's the weather like where you are, and what's for lunch? That's what we want to know. What's the weather like? You see, we're like a day late. We're like a day late, folks. We're like a day late. Yep. Good to have each and every one of you with us. Good to have each and every one of you with us, guys. Great to see all of you. Beautiful, lovely folks. It's open mic Friday. It's Friday, open mic Friday, and we hope that you guys are well. We hope that you guys are great. Fantastic audience. Love having you folks here. Open mic Friday, you know how we do it. We want to get those voice notes on this subject matter at caption. Please and thank you, folks. We want to get your impression on the subject matter at caption. Please do send us the voice notes. We want to hear from you. 627-6963. Oh, it's right up there. Right up there for you guys to see. Right up there. Yep. Good to have you, Brenda Charali, Arthur McCallum, Dan Griffzani. Good to see you as well. Great to have you here. Pace and power. Power and pace. Pace and power. Good to see you, folks. Good to see you, folks. Good to see you. Wonderful, peace loving, nice peoples. How you all doing? It's Friday, guys. It's Friday. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? So good to see you guys. So good to have so many of you here with us. Couldn't ask for a better audience at all. And I'm so happy that you guys are here. This is how we do it, I can tell you. This is how we rolling. This is how we rolling. So glad to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. So glad to have you folks. Gotta make a change. Gotta make a change. Gotta make a change. Good to have you guys here. Good to have you guys here. Couldn't ask a better audience. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. We want to have those voices. 627-6963. That's the number you want to be messaging. That's the number you want to be calling. 627-6963. Up in the business. We are up in the business, folks. In the business, we there. We up in the business. 627-6963. Yep. Again, those of you who know, John, we're talking about that photograph, that picture of the CCJ president, Justice Adrian Saunders, reaching with catfish and advice. Meeting with them, is that appropriate? Is that ethical? That is the question we're asking today. Talk Back Friday. It's good to be here with you guys. Good to hear from you guys. We want to hear directly from you folks. Is that right? Mm. Isn't that bias? Can bias be established there? Come, folks, let me talk the things. Let me talk the things. Jane Ann McDonald. How you feel about that? That's what I want. How you feel? How you feel, Jane Ann? Do let us know. I want to know how you guys feel about that. 627 6963. We ain't got time to waste today. We're gonna take a lot. I want to take a lot of calls on this matter, guys. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, lovely folks, on this matter. You are the people who we want to hear from, and we want to hear your voices. Please and thank you. Pleased to thank you. Good to have each and every one of you here with us, folks. Good to have each and every one of you, beautiful, lovely folks, here with us. We'd have it no other way. Love, love having you guys here with us. Rhonda Lane, we see you. Rhonda, and all the other fantastic, lovely folks, we see you. We see you. We see you, Boo. We see you. Poo poo. Poo poo. We see you. Good to have each and every one of you here with us, as we said, guys. Good to have you guys here with us. We're not taking any calls. Send us a voice note. Send us a voice note. We can rock and come in with y'all. Please and thank you. Send us a voice note and we can rock and come in. Good to see you, Hazelin King, and all you other folks. Good to see you guys. We gonna rock and come in. Ian Williams and some Shonetta. Good to see you folks. Rock and come in with the voice notes. Right? Guys, we are live. I'm seeing somebody trying to call me, but we're live. Right? We are live. We're live, folks. We're live. We're not taking any calls right now. We just want you guys to send us the your voice notes and we can play them. Right? We're gonna play those voice notes. On the subject matter, you all think it is good, it's ethical? Huh? What's happening there? Do you think so? Do you think so? Good to have you folks here with us. How you folks doing today? How we doing? How we be? How we at? How we doing? How we at? How we looking? Folks, really good to have you guys here. How do you guys feel about that? Today's a National Day of Prayers, by the way. Hope you guys have been praying. Hope you guys have been fasting and praying. National Day of Fasting and Praying. Hope you folks have been praying. Mhm. Vanessa Wardeen, how do you do? How you doing, Onessa? I want to have those voice notes, guys. It's open mic. The mic is open. Send us those voices. You know, that's a more efficient way of doing it. That's a more efficient way of doing it. Good to have open mic Friday. Pace and power. Pace and power. Maybe too much pace and too much power. The guys had the wrong day. Uh, open mic Friday, guys. Where you at? Where you be? Redem on Alexis, we see you there. We see you there. Redem on Alexis says it's nice sunshine. On that issue, Auntie Sandra Hanover says it's unethical. Agreed. 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 Yep, 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 yep. Oh, all right. Good to have you folks. Really good to have you folks. Do we have a contributor?
Hi, Sherrod. Good afternoon. I'm joining you from Queens.
Mm-hmm.
The weather is sunny, but
Lovely.
a little chilly.
Lovely.
It's about 51 degrees at the present moment. Aha. Right now, I'm on my way to work. So now let's get into the crucial and sensible topic
Talk to
of
me.
Irfan.
Talk to me.
I'm going to say a few things, not much. It goes, I am much offended by that courtesy call. Secondly, Judge Saunders need to recuse himself from the election petition case. And as far as I'm concerned, the entire CCJ should recuse themselves from the election petition case. And lastly, it goes to show you the level of lowness that the PPP will go to and
Let us know if you're
stoop
hearing our contributor.
to do a lot of things that are not legal and to show the level of corruption. That's all. And they just don't give a damn what the Guyanese people say or think. They will go to any lengths to do whatever they have to do and to pay their monies to get done what has to be done. Because my point is that, my problem is that if they know that they win this election, why is it they're running to CCJ and why is it are they trying to stop the elections petition? Let me get the petition going. Let me see who is the election thief.
Yep, 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 yep.
That's how we want. Leave it be and let whatever the High Court says stand. Let me get it going. You gone to CCJ. Anyways, that's that. Now, we go into Linden, region number 10. My hometown. I want Linden people to understand,
Talk to me now.
especially the people on the Wismar shore of Linden. The LUSCSL does not belong to the government. They may be going by the cooperative laws, but it is not being controlled or owned by the government. It's a co-op society. And it's the people of Wismar got to have their say in who is supposed to be on their board to run the affairs of Wismar and the electricity company.
Yep, yep.
Posada or who sad wherever the hell she be, she ain't got no saying in it. And then you put in a set of people there's like you're putting cap for watch milk. We are making sense at all. So the Linden people better stand up. Added to that, I understand from a credible source, I'm using your word, credible source, that the board members that they give the letters, they are supposed to be firing 17 of the utility staff also to do what? To plant the minions
Correct.
inside of there
Correct.
to corrupt the society more. Eh? And people running the mouth and talking about, oh, they got things going on that is not right. Call your shareholders meeting because the society has shareholders like banks. Can Debbie Prasad go to banks and tell banks or DDL or this man who got Roshan Khan for telling that their company ain't running properly and she gonna put a 5-member team? She cannot. But just to show how they just mean to dismantle Region 10 and
Correct.
cause division between Afro-Guyanese in Region 10.
Correct.
And people sitting down like they ain't seen it. Then people better come out because it seems as though they need a reoccurrence of 2012. And maybe they had the plans going. That is why they put Akins up top there. So that he can go for shoot more people down in Linden. But it ain't gonna happen this time around. Anyways, they're supposed to be having a meeting in Linden at 2 o'clock this afternoon with the leader of the opposition and the leaders are laying in because them people got to come out today. They got to move.
I hear you, and I feel that,
Anyway,
and I
later,
want
bye
that,
bye.
and we need it.
I'm logging in back to your show.
Good, good, good. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for coming through. Think we have another contributor. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Good day, Sharon.
Talk to me.
I didn't get to hear the topic because when I joined earlier, you were not on. Anyway, I think you're talking about the visit of the man from the CCJ.
Correct.
That shows
Right there.
definitely that case now has become a case where he probably has come to collect his pay from the government of Guyana to pronounce it in the way for the installed regime. And I think that he should be recused from the election petition. Because if you come and you mix with the complainant and the respondent or the accused, you should not be able to stand judgment in a case for the forementioned persons. The next thing I would like to take a shot at is with this national day that in front is trying to push on Guyana people. That is an early step in the way of becoming a Muslim nation. I am a devout Christian and I am not going to be fasting and praying on Friday, save Good Friday. He cannot tell people what time we must pray. President Granger was always seen in the churches praying, and he never said that we must have a day for prayer and fasting. They do call Barnum a dictator. Barnum was a Christian, and he never forced anybody into being a Christian. He opened up things like Pagwa and Diwali when those days were not celebrated as a public holiday, and two Muslim holidays for them to enjoy the same holidays that we used to enjoy our Christian holidays. And we should not stand up for the day of fasting. And when it comes, everything that PPP does, Ramjitan does jump up and give them. He glad what they do. He glad how they get the body for the CEO. He glad how they get this body for them. But when the only thing with us vex Ramjitan, he does talk against the PPP is the national, the oil money. Because Ramjitan thought that he would have been a candidate enjoying the oil money. That's the only thing he's against. And what I shuddered to look at when I saw that he say, yes, we must have a day of mourning, and to see three black people who the installed regime does not recognize standing up, and who are, I think they are devout Christians, getting up and saying they agree with a national day of fasting and praying on a Friday. Friday prayers, if we all know all over the world, belongs to the Muslim. And I ain't gonna join because by the time you see Ramadan gonna come, in front will be issuing the edict that women must put on their long black clothes and get the hijab and wear it on the road, and they're gonna follow. But there's gonna be one woman who ain't gonna put on a hijab and a long dress because me ain't following Muslim. They are always after the Muslim states now. Every minute you miss, Al Jazeera come to look after mass. They are Muslim states. Why must we follow a heathen? Why Christians must follow a heathen and being led down the road of heathens to worship a brick? Sorry, me worshiping no brick. Bye-bye. He said, but Lent, he got to tell me for fast and praying Lent. We know we got to do in Lent. How dare in front to tell me, a devout Christian, what to do in my Lenten season. Bye-bye.
I hear you there, man. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. And just to be certain, the AFC in a statement said it endorsed the National Day of Prayer and Fasting, but the PPP must exercise and purge the demon of exclusion. That's one of the things the statement said. They must purge and exercise the demon of exclusion. And I want to quote another part of the statement in which it said there that, you know, and every day of the week, on the national day of prayer, and every day thereafter, they must also continue to pray. And it lists a whole series of things that must be prayed for. And I want to quote some of that, trying to find the exact quotation. And I want to, yep. They say on Friday, the April 9th, and the April 8th rather, and every day thereafter, our dear land of Guyana, um, we must pray for our dear land of Guyana so that the ills in our body politic and wider society, discrimination in every form, racism, corruption, nepotism, arrogance, pride, greed, revenge, prosecution, malice, to name a few, can be removed from our lives. And the press statement from the Alliance of Change says every day after the day, before and after, I would say, right? You pray against all these things that in the PPP that they are introducing into this society: discrimination in every form, racism, corruption, nepotism, arrogance, pride, greed, revenge, prosecution, and malice. Just to name a few, the statement says, can be removed from our lives. But I hear you, my sister. I hear you. I hear you. Talk the thing. Continue to talk the things. Continue to talk the things. Continue to talk the things. I think we have another contributor, guys. I think we have another contributor. I'm going through some of these now. I do think we have another contributor. Yep. Here we go.
Hi, good afternoon,
Good
Sharad.
afternoon, my brother.
It's George Saunders from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What is the connection between George Saunders and Ralph Gonzalez? What is the connection
The countryman.
between Ralph Gonzalez
If it's
and the
from
PPP?
if it's from
Connect the
SVG,
dots.
if it's from SVG, if it's from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, this countryman. But I know he's from the CCJ. He's the president of the CCJ. Why would he want to go this critical time? Those critical, sensitive cases, huh? That goes to the legitimacy of this installed regime. Why would you want to go pay in a courtesy call? Nobody never call he. You come for law week to do your own thing with the Guyana Bar Association. Do that and beat out. Do that and beat out. Do that and beat out. All right. Do that and beat out. Think we have another contributor. I think we have another contributor, folks. Let's see how this goes.
Cheryl, good morning. All
Mm-hmm,
right,
mm-hmm.
so
Talk the things.
let's look at this thing as half full,
Mhm.
right? What about if he was promised something, right? All right, so he got to deliver X. But then he realized, no, I can't deliver X, but I was already promised Y. So he decided, no, well, let me go and collect Y before. So when the hammer hit down now, and I don't deliver what I was paid to deliver, he already got what he was supposed to get, and he will it into his kid's name, his grandkids' name, whatever, whose ever name he will it to. They can't get it back, no matter what they do, because we don't know how them is rolled. You know what I mean? So he
Mm-hmm,
done
mm-hmm.
figure out, okay, I roll in with the lions and the demons and the tigers, them. So let me just set me grandchildren and me cheering them good. So if I got to go home, I going home, but they said good. Me, you know, it's just wasteful thinking, but it really, really, really look horrible. And I don't know what we got to do. We got to do something to draw attention to this because it's like you already pick a side. You don't do this. You got to be neutral. You cannot do this. But we as Guyanese, we already knew. We already knew. It's just now that the picture is clear out there. Yeah. God send y'all a frick when I collect my tax money.
Oh, Father. We love that. We love that. We love that. We love that. And a lot of views out there in this matter. A lot of views, guys. And we're going to take a couple of them. A lot of views out there. We ain't send here for meet the president of the CCJ. We ain't send Justice Saunders, Adrian Saunders, to meet Irfan. But this is what happens. This is what happens, folks. All right. This is what happens. A lot of things to consider. We're moving down. We're moving down, folks. We have another contributor. Let's take this. We have another contributor. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sherrod and listeners. In the
Talk the
first place,
things.
I don't know why people would be surprised with the presence of Mr. Saunders. Mr. Saunders' ruling showed exactly who he is. And most of us supporters knew that he was compromised since then. All that has happened is that he has verified his position. I don't know about reclusing himself because we all know. Don't let's put our head in the clouds. We all know he's not going to do that. Why do you think, in the first place, everyone wants I should say the PPP wants the petition thrown out and where they're going with it? Because they already know what's going to be the result of that. I know a lot of persons are going to be annoyed, but I'm going to say what I think. In the first place, we should not be depending on the results of the petition to make anything happen. We should have already, and I'm hoping we did, we should have hit the ground running, strategizing, communicating, planning. That's what should be the order of the day. Because they ain't going to listen to no petition. And even if they do listen to the petition, it's not going to go in our best interest. Because let's face it, the judiciary is compromised. The Guyana, I don't call it the police force, I call it the political force because they are compromised. So we're not getting anywhere by doing that. We have to be able to come together and make sure we do something that would hit them hardest. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. We continue to talk about protests. How has that been going? Who has been protesting? I mean, you say
Valid
I
questions,
keep
all.
seeing the comments, and what are you guys doing about it? But what are they doing about it? The MPs can only do so much, and that is my position, and I'm sticking to it. But they're not the supporters who asking these questions. Most of them not doing anything. I see all the time boots on the ground. How many of them have gone out? And don't tell me about COVID because the government officials continue to keep meetings and they have large gatherings. All I will say is that's what they expect us to do. They expect us to protest. They expect us to shout loud and clear. And as for the question, what are you doing? All of these programs are educating the people so that they will understand that there is an urgent need to take action. You can't take action if you don't understand what's happening. Therefore, I will commend yourself, Mr. Burke, and all the others who have taken to social media to educate the nation. That in itself is a great effort
Thanks for your
because
kind words.
education is key at this point. It doesn't make sense because I saw it. You going out there to protest. Only some of the persons understand the reason for the protest. Some all over the place. We need to be organized. We need to be uniformed. We need to have one voice. You know? As for the praying, I'm not praying anything. Because for me, in the first place, the president did not make it very clear as to what we're supposed to be praying for. Right? And if we know the religions properly, we will know that the principle of Christianity is there. But we all worship different things. So I'm not praying about anything. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much for coming through with that. Thank you so much, my sister. And we have another contributor. Folks, we want to hear from you. We're talking about the courtesy call by the president of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Justice Adrian Saunders, to the catfish install regime just yesterday. That's what we're talking about today, guys. That's what we're discussing today.
Hey, good day, Sharon.
Good day, my
How
brother.
you
Good
going?
day.
I
Good
hope the
day.
program keep him fine.
We're
This
trying.
is
We're
Chris
trying.
out of Trinidad and Tobago.
Talk to us, TNT.
Your friend. I was so saddened that with the appointment of the Commissioner of Police, the Assistant Commissioner of Police, whereby they have breach the constitution, and the um, attorney general say that the president could basically act without consulting anyone, which is in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Talk the things, Christopher. Talk the things. Talk the things.
his opinion. But based on the article, what I'm reading, and this from the Constitution 211 1 stated that the Commissioner of Police and every Deputy Commissioner of Police shall be appointed by the President acting after meaningful consultation with the leader of the opposition and chairperson of the Police Service Commission after the chairperson has consulted with other members of the commission. Now Guyana don't have a commission, a police commission due to the president suspended. So basically, how they could bridge the constitution and go ahead and select Akins knowing that what the constitution hold. It means that they're not following the laws or the article of the constitution. These things must be in place. The opposition leader must be in place. The service commission must be in place in order for a smooth flow or transition of the law. And this is what they're not really understanding, that everything is on Facebook. And most of the diaspora are very educated and study at top universities. It's not like before where Guyana was on that box where nobody don't know about Guyana. Guyana have oil and the whole world is watching at Guyana. So they have to act with integrity and honesty to make sure that the laws are being applied in relating to the constitution of the country. Right now, everything
Yep.
on Facebook is right there to educate people. You don't have to go far. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that contribution, folks. Folks, we are here. We want to hear from you on this and any other matter. We're talking again about the courtesy call by the Criminal Court of Justice President, Justice Adrian Saunders, and the catfish install regime. What do you think that was? Ethical, unethical, unscrupulous? We want to hear from you. The mic is yours. Send those voice notes, guys. Send in those voice notes. We'll be clear. We'll be sure to play them right here, guys. That's what we've been doing. It's a little more efficient to do it this way. But good to see Meklal, Bridgelal, Vista Hardy, Rajkumar, GT Root Gal. Good to see you, Alicia Thomas. Good to see you, Gladstone Matthews. Send us those voice notes, guys. We'll be certain to play them. We want to hear from you on any of these matters or any interest of concern to you. And we played right away, guys. Good to have each and every one of you here. I see Ainsley. I see Andrew Cuthbert, Ainsley Ben, Morgan, Martin Thomas. Good to have you guys. Good to have you. Pace and power. Share the time live stream and smash the emoji button. Thanks for joining our podcast. Below the belt. Ooh, Vex knows you're in tune with us, guys. We want those voices. We want to hear from you. Send us a voice note. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take any calls, but if you send us a voice and record a voice note and send it to us, we're going to play it. It's going to be more effective and efficient at our end. Sia Rebel, good to see you, Sia. How are you doing? Good to see you. Really good to see you. Good to see all you fantastic guys, all you fantastic folks. Ingrid King, we see you as well, Ingrid. We see you as well. We see you as well. Mortimer, Timothy Reynolds. Good to see you, Mortimer. Good to see you. Send us those voice notes. Our number's right there. 627-6963. That's our number. 627-6963. 627-6963.
If you could remember, Sherrod, when
Mm-hmm.
we had a case where the appeal court had the last say in the case, and Sanders turned and said they got jurisdiction for the case. From since then, you're supposed to know the man compromised. He compromised land and the part he from St. Vincent. And you know what Ras Gonzalez sent with the PPP, Blair Granger step out and take elect like a man. So everybody know that. So everybody expect. And the lies and them need to write the higher places concerning it.
Yep. Fortunately, Ralph did say Granger Maseki looked like a mama. Is Ralph getting brick in the head? So I don't know. I don't. I just don't know. Folks, send us those voice notes on this and any other issue. Whether you think it's unethical or unscrupulous that the president of the CCJ, Adrian Saunders, paid a courtesy call on this catfish install regime when there are so many sensitive cases before the CCJ, one of which is the election petition that deals with the legitimacy of this very regime. Right? So let us know how you guys are thinking, what you guys are thinking. The number you want to send a voice note to 627 6963. 627 6963. Good to have so many of you guys here today. Good to have you guys on. Share the live stream and smash the emoji button. Yep. Yep. Yulin Reed, we see you. Destiny Phillips, we see you. Indrani Lekaram, we see you, Indrani. And Gulen, we see you as well. Destiny Phillips, Mortimer. Good to see you as well, Mortimer. Good to have you guys. We want to have those voice notes. Rock and come in with the voice notes. Rock and come in. Come through the voice notes.
Me again, Sherrod. This is Chris out of Trinidad and Tobago. I think the courtesy call by the CCJ president and the president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana is unethical because basically it's an ongoing issue with the election petition. And in a case like that, that should not ever happen or cross the line. So basically, that could enlighten people that there's some collusion or compromising that may take place. There's the reason why you see Trinidad is not a part of the CCJ, even though it's in Trinidad and Tobago, because of the immaturity in terms of applying the rule of law relating to political issues. And the same issue in St. Vincent with Ralph Gonzalez. I think 2 elections ago or 1 elections ago, Ralph Gonzalez lost a seat. And the opposition then basically challenged it, and Sanders did not allow it to go how it's supposed to be done. So that's the reason why I see most of the CARICOM countries are not a part of the CCJ because of things like these. Courtesy call should never happen in relating to the tension with this election petition with Guyana, and it has to go to the CCJ. So that is basically unethical. It's so sad.
Very, very unethical. Very much so. In my books, that's how I rate it. In my books, very unethical. Very, very unethical. All right. I think we got another one for you. Another contributor, guys. Good afternoon.
Yeah, sure. Good afternoon. You know, they're doing all what they're doing because they feel comfortable. You understand? PPP don't self-destruct. PPP don't self-destruct. They used to like talk about, oh, the world see what's going on with the elections for 5 months. They feel the world and seeing everything what's going on. Yeah? And we need to put all of these things, get the pictures, put it on Facebook, let everybody see. This is a conflict of interest. He come to collect 40 pieces of silver. You understand? After the CCG rule for the election last time, remember? Jerry Gavai them transport the money to Trinidad, however. Now the man come for collecting thing. We should do a search of the airport. Not because he's a dignitary. Search the airport. See we going away with. You understand? These people wicked, but don't worry, they're gonna self-destruct. They're gonna do till they self-destruct. But we gotta keep the pressure on them. Everything we find out, everything we know, publicize it on Facebook, broadcast it, everybody share it. You understand?
Yep. I hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, sure. Good afternoon. You know,
Yep. All right. We still want to get those responses from you guys. Our WhatsApp number is there. Send us those voice notes, guys. Send us those voice notes. 627-6963. 627-6963. Someone asking why is Guyana even part of the CCJ still? Why are we even part of the CCJ still? That's a question that's being asked. Why is Guyana still in the CCJ? Why are we still in the CCJ? Guys, 627-6963. This is a topic of discussion today, but we'd be happy to hear you on any other issue. What was the meeting about? Courtesy call? Quote unquote courtesy call? Very suspicious. Rather suspect to me. Rather suspect. Mean buying picking bag? Come on now, folks. Please and thank you. Donna Barry, Gloria Van Kuten Felix. And that's how we're doing things now. Is it so? Oh boy. Oh boy. Trouble, 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 trouble.
Another thing, Sharon and callers, have we really been taking a good look at the comments from the naysayers? Have we really been taking a good look at the response from the Guyana, the GPF? Let's say that. Man, these people are embarrassing our nation. They are embarrassing our nation. Now, I read yesterday, I don't know, it's an allegation that the arrest for the lawyer has been stymied. That goes in keeping with the modus operandi of the PPP and their supporters. It's embarrassing. That's what it is. You mean for say that's the way they see us? A lawyer's son, or I think he's a lawyer too, spits in the face of a black woman, and the Guyana police force can't do anything to protect their own. They just dead. And then now they're trying to insinuate that. And now they're trying to insinuate that the woman is a psyche, or she has psychological problems. What nonsense is that? You mean she worked with you for 30 years, 30 years of service, and you now know that she got psychological problems? I don't know who writing these reports for the Guyana Police Force, but they are embarrassing themselves. But then again, if you have a leader with questionable qualifications, and we see this level of mediocrity, right? And we, the Guyanese nation, accept that. What else? I don't know what else to say. But that's so disrespectful. Spit in the woman's face, and then her counterparts have a running commentary with nonsense. At least I know from the training that I've had, the males had no right to be touching up on that policewoman. That's the first thing. The second thing is he was strapped. There was no need for all that force, none whatsoever. And there is nothing the police force can say to defend that, because it is utter nonsense and an utter disgrace to the nation. You know, man, it gets me so upset when I see the things happening in my beloved country. You know, sometimes I feel so helpless, but it angers me. And trust me, if I was there, I wouldn't only be talking, I would have been out there with those protesters.
We hear you, my sister. We hear you. Thanks for that contribution. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that. Good to see so many of you live with us today. Carl Miller, Mortimer, Timothy Reynolds, Gary Greenidge, Glycis Fingal Byrne, Erwin Dunn, Destiny Phillips, Rowena Williams. Good to see each and every one of you folks. Good to see you, lovely people. Out today, folks. Out today. We outside. We outside. Good to have you folks here. I think we have another contributor. We're trying to get this one. Give us a sec where this is concerned. Give us a sec where this is concerned. We're gonna get it for you guys in just a second. Yep, yep, yep. We want it. We want it. We want it. Give us a sec with this one, guys. All right. Do I have you there, my brother? Go right ahead.
Yeah, man. Sure, I enjoy your show because it's very informative. In view of the topic today, it goes to show that courtesy call, so-called courtesy call, is
Talk
an
to us.
indication as to what is going to happen with the case that is going to go before the CCJ. We are being told right away what the result is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things that are going before them, but everything that they are ruling in favor of the installed administration. We cannot allow this. Why it is that Trinidad, the place where the court is station, has not become a member of the CPJ. Look, the appointment of the commissioner is supposed to be appointment of what do you call it? A commissioner of police. You don't have a commission, a police commission. Like all the other commissions, they don't want them installed. They don't want none of these commissions because they got to follow the rule of law.
Mm-hmm.
Now they don't have a police commission, police service commission, but they don't. I can't see the installed attorney general. He is following the rule of law and as a need of necessity. What necessity? Isn't there a necessity for the Public Service Commission and for all the other commissions, the Teaching Service Commission? Look at what they're doing now, disbanding various places and putting in interim, what do you call it? But they're going back to putting their own people in place and said this is interim, this and interim that. The next place they're going to go again is what do you call it? Put in interim commissions with all them entities.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want anything to go as it's supposed to go. You're talking about following the rule of law, following the Constitution. The only folly they're doing in the Constitution is walking behind the Constitution.
Yeah, we
That's
hear
the children they're probably talking about. Like when a funeral our dead going to the burial ground. The people follow the dead. But they don't want to follow anything. They don't want to follow to obey with the rule of law. They want to do their own thing. You're talking about a day of fasting. I don't need nobody to tell me when to fast or when to pray. Every day is a day of prayer for me.
True.
I thank God for every day I wake up because I recognize that it's God who wakes me up. So I thank Him every morning. Sparing me another day, to spare the lives of my family and relatives, my friends. And I ask for protection and ask God to change what is going on in this nation. Let them heal this land. This land needs healing. I'm not the type of healing that they want. They don't want no healing. They're talking about one Ghana. What one Ghana? We have a motto: one people, one nation, one destiny. That's our motto, and we will continue to have that as our motto. But since they come here, they're talking about one Ghana. Which one Ghana? One Ghana? You mean their own people? Where we really going?
Yeah, I hear my brother. I hear
you had a vote in United Nations. What do you call it? The Foreign Affairs Minister abstained, and then his excuse is that they consulted with the other Caribbean countries and they hold one head. So we must look like fools in the world. by abstaining, you are contributing to what is going on in Ukraine. You know, and this is what they want to happen.
Yeah.
They want to do that for the people in UAE or wherever it is doing. You know, everything for themselves and their families and the relatives. They want everything the people to get things. God gave this nation the resources so that each and every individual in this nation should benefit. But they don't want that. They want this dictatorial attitude. They want that what Putin doing. They want to go back to the days when it's all racism, it's all hatred.
I hear you, my
You
brother.
know, they're knocking off people.
Yeah.
They're crazy. Then they're appointing interim interim committees to run entities. I'm happy to hear from that young lady that said that they can't do anything in Linden because it's the co-op.
Yeah.
It's surprising that the prime minister who comes from Linden that he don't know what's going on. He is just a puppet like every one of them. You know, the other day he called him for something I think the telephone people to do the right thing. Why you don't talk to the people who run in the electricity corporation, which is in charge of GPL?
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Every day, 2-3 things.
Yeah.
All right. Have a blessed day.
All right, Chief. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think we have another contributor as well.
Good afternoon, Sharon. This is me again, buddy. Sometimes I don't find words to say. I don't find words to describe these people them here. You call them jagabats, hypocrite, and trench crapo. But many think there is enough for call these people. These people them, we got to do something, buddy. Yes, because now we nation must dead out and these people must live on we like if or we children must be slave and these people must live on we like. But I too nervous to explain myself. I'm too nervous to explain myself. Yes.
Take your time.
We can be talking about the CCJ and Justice Sanders. When we get in finally, they can't even show the first subject, the first diplomacy we get to be a president. From that step or from that time, he can't show his diploma. He is supposed to enter his seat. He disregard our presidency. He disregard everything. He didn't get no qualification. He was the me. I come out in primary 4, but like he come out in fucking primary 3. We come out in primary 4 and start to run cow by now. If me tell you the amount of cow that we get, you mightn't believe. But he come out in primary 3, claiming that he will gonna become president. Buddy, we got to start take chances, Gerald. Yes, we can't let these people them to reach next year. We can't let these people them this year there. Because if we left them this year there, everything gone down. Everything gone down. And then we're gonna start fighting against ourselves for a little bit of food and forget a little job and all these kind of confusing things. But I tired, I weary. These people them we just want to get them out of there. Yeah, because them is crasses. Yeah. Bar Jack, you don't even know who is he family or if he have family or if he can get family. But he operating like he own the country. If I want to call the word on this thing, but we can't call the word.
We hear your frustration. We hear the frustrations there of that citizen. We hear the frustration of that citizen. We hear it. We hear it.
Another thing, Sharon and Colin.
Yeah, I think we had that one already. Sorry, there.
They're doing all what they're doing because they feel comfortable. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Too
PPP
comfortable.
don't self-destruct. PPP don't self-destruct. They used to like talk, oh, the war, see what's going on with the elections hold for 5 months. They feel the war and seeing everything what's going on.
Yep.
And we need to put all of these things, get the pictures, put it on Facebook, let everybody see. This is a conflict of interest. He come to collect 30 pieces of silver. You understand? After the CCG rule for the election last time, Remember? Jerry Gavai them transport the money to Trinidad or wherever. Now the man come for collect the thing. They should do a search of here the airport. Not because he's a dignitary. Search the airport. See we going away with. You understand?
Uh-huh.
These people wicked, but don't worry, they're gonna self-destruct. They're gonna do till they self-destruct. We gotta keep the pressure on them. Everything we find out, everything we know, publicize it on Facebook, broadcast it, everybody share it. You understand?
Pressure, 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 pressure bus pipe. Pressure bus pipe. I don't know what some people send these voice notes with, but they're taking long, long to load. Long to load. Let me see if we took this one already.
If you could remember, Sherrod, when we had a case where the appeal court had the last say in the case, and Sanders turned and said they get jurisdiction for the case. From since then, you're supposed to know the man compromised. He compromised land and the part from St. Vincent. And you know what Ras Gonzalez sent with the PPP, to let Granger step out and take the second man. So everybody know though. So everybody expect. And the lies and them need to write to higher places concerning it.
We hear you, my brother. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. Thanks for that bit. Thanks for that bit. Folks, we got a couple of minutes left. Love to have some more of your voice notes. That's how we can do it efficiently at this end. I'd love to have your voice notes. Send them to us, and we can be happy to touch a couple of them. 6276963. We're talking about the courtesy call by Air Finale. The courtesy call, rather, by Justice Adrian Saunders of the CCJ President, to Air Finale, Papa Jacobot, and the rest of them.
Hello, Sharad. Good day, good
Hello,
day.
Candy.
How are
Talk to
you?
me. We good. We
Anyway,
good.
my contribution today is I've been talking this thing from a while back and nobody is taking heed.
We hearing
What
you
I'm
today.
saying is the PPP is in there doing nonsense and they feel that they own this country and they have every right on the entire country so they could do whatever they want. And everybody is saying Granger was doing this and Granger was doing that. Look, the other day I was looking at a show with critics, day before yesterday. The man was really ridiculing your name as to what is you were talking about a road, and he's saying within the 2 years that the PPP is in there, and the 5 years that Granger served in the PPP time now, it's better than Granger's time. Where and when and how is that possible? And I don't know why these people are not taking their foot down. I find they're taking too long to get these people out. I am telling you from a while back, Sharon, these people are putting things in place and they're prepping themselves so that the next election, nobody cannot win the next election because they're making preparation. And everything that is going on right now is prepping, they're prepping themselves. So they're putting everything in place in order so when time comes for the election, everybody will be in place where they want them and how they want them to do what they say and how they say. So dictatorship it will never finish. And that ball rat, Jagdev and Irfat Ali need to get a grip of themselves because they're just thieving all the money and they're just putting the poor people down in the ditch more and more every day. Guyana is gonna be the poorest country in the world soon because we're heading down that line with Jagdev and Ali. And then again, we're taking so long to get these people in jail. I don't know why these people are taking so long to get their foot down. And I think Army Norton is heading the right direction. And he's coming with pace and power to get them out. And he's going to make them come out of there. And you know what?
Yeah.
They're afraid. They're very, very afraid of him. Anyway, Sharad, have a good day. Take care.
Thanks
Bye.
for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Have a good weekend there.
Good afternoon, Mr. Duncan and below the belt
Good afternoon.
audience.
Good afternoon. Mike
When
is
I
yours.
saw that Mr. Saunders paid a coach call to the installed president, I was flabbergasted because since the problem with the elections back in 2020, and the case went to the CCJ, and Mr. Saunders ruled in favor of those people. Since then, I disliked him as the head of the Caribbean Court of Justice. It shows me clear that there's no justice when it comes to the CCJ. None whatsoever. As we all know it in Guyana, money talk and BS walk.
It's true.
Because
It's
look
true.
with
Lovely things, my sister.
the case of Marcus Bisram. What they did, he have his money and he pays his way out. GCOM taught their employees that work on E-Day that if you don't Jones, Mary Jane, Joe Brown voted, those ballots cannot be counted. You have to get a counterfoil and all of that so, to substantiate what you're claiming. And I cannot see how
The different story now.
did GCOM end up and turn all of that away. Make the workers feel, like they didn't learn anything or they didn't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was one of the individual that work on ED. If we don't have certain things, your vote cannot be counted. And Mr. Saunders, he is just like the installed PPP, corrupt, full of BS as the head of the CJ. And the world is watching. And I think they should be steps that we, the Guyanese people, should take in terms of writing to the relevant authorities wherever, so that Mr. Saunders should be removed from that position. Another thing too, Sherrod. Since I was a little girl growing up, I hear Guyana is a Caribbean country. We're not no damn Caribbean country. We're in the South American chain. The Caribbean countries are those countries that are in the Caribbean Sea. We're no Caribbean country and we need to get out of that nonsense. We need to get out of CARICOM. A lot of people might disagree with me, but we need to get out of CARICOM. We need to. Because if the CCJ is in Trinidad and the CCJ is, and Trinidad is not a part of that, should we? Trinidad is a Caribbean country. We're not no Caribbean country. So why should we be there? That's my contribution.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much for that contribution. We're making sure that we have heard from everybody. Do we have this one?
Sharad, good afternoon to you and your listeners. I'm appalled at what Judge Sanders did. Being a justice, he should have known better. Look, in America with Justice Thomas, it wasn't he himself, it was his wife
Yeah.
who had contact with the White House. But look what happened. People are up in arms because of the reflection that his wife took.
Yeah.
And so today,
Ting pass.
it is the same thing. Judge Sanders has compromised himself. And the PPP knows what it is to talk about compromise. Look, when Chris Gale was, they accused Chris Gale just because he was seen with the APNU. Went into Jack Dio's bad book.
Yeah.
What about a judge who would have to listen to a case?
A whole judge.
How can they really tell themselves that it is okay with Guyanese? It's not okay,
Yep. The
and we
very
must
attorney
say
general of the
so
same government is going to
and
be
do
appearing
something
before him.
about it.
The attorney general of the same government going to be appearing before him shortly. The attorney general of the same government will be appearing before him shortly. Madness! It's madness. Nothing but madness. There's no method to it. It's just madness. Confusion powder, purgatory. That's what it is.
Oh dear sir, I want to believe that Infernali and Jadio decided to test the obedientness, the docileness of the black people in Guyana today, and they have won. Thank you.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, my brother. I hear you there. I hear you there. I hear you there. Peace and power. Peace and power.
Hi again, me, Candy. I want to make another contribution towards the police
Just
officer that
talk
was
the
spat on
things.
and the one that was put out of the premises at her workplace. I can tell you this now. That is pure racism and cruelty. And that is what the country is going to be coming to. Everybody's going to be fighting. We're going to be having our own war here. And you know what? I don't think that the police officer will get justice because the PPP is blind. They're not seeing what's going on and they're putting these things, they're putting their people first. You know what I mean? They're giving them a lot of privilege that they could do what they want. Imagine that guy. He's not even in the station near Vaughan or whatever the lawyer that spat in the police officer's face. Do you think that is right? I don't think that is right. I think that is discrimination. That is pure racism. And I think he needs to get charged. They need to investigate that. And you see, because of the PPP in there now, their people are getting away with all kinds of crime and nobody can tell them anything. And everybody's saying, oh, these people are doing this and doing that and they're properly taking care of the country. They're not doing anything. They're just making more criminals. They're putting things in place for the criminals that they're bringing up
Yeah.
under their regime. And it's a lot of bad things. And you know what? I don't think I don't think I don't think it will change because I need to tell you this. Are we not and need to step on their toes very soon and very, very fast? I mean, it's gonna be too late if we don't do anything now. Now, like now, immediately as of yesterday, we're supposed to be attacking these people. We're supposed to attack them with force, space, and power. You know what, Sharon? We need to get in these people here and get them out of there because you know what? The poor people of this country is gonna punish, punish, punish. Everybody's gonna be seeing hardship. And you know what? This oil money, we're not going to see a cent of it, and we're not going to see betterment for a long time to come. And I'm so angry and aggravated about these things that are happening in this country. I can't say anything and do anything because I'm just a small person, yes, on this side of scale, and yeah, but I want them out. I need to get things done here. We could talk and speak out more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Sorry to
Yeah.
bother you
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
babe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay, my sis. You keep coming through. But that's our time. That's our program. Good to have had each and every one of you guys. We're gonna be right back here this evening in the ring, and this is why I hope we have had. I think all of the voices heard today on this issue. All the folks who sent in their voice notes. That's our time. Unfortunately, we've gone just a few minutes over. But that's our time, guys. That's open. We back tonight. Pace and power in the ring. We're gonna talk some more things. Thanks for joining our international podcast, Below the Belt. Who vex lose, folks? This is why we ask you guys, Carl Miller, Anna Gordon, Kim Walker, to come on board and to support our program, guys, to partner with us so we can continue to do more of them, more FYI, more Below the Belt, more in the ring, more for our affiliate website, credible sources, guys. Pace and power. You want to know how you can partner with us? 6276963. Guys, that's our WhatsApp number. WhatsApp us, folks. This very number you've called us on. It's our MMG number. We got Zelle, we got PayPal, we got Cash App, we got MMG, we got MoneyGram available via Western Union. Partner with us. Your gift and your support and your love guys have been keeping us out front, keeping us out here, folks, keeping us out here, keeping us in front, guys, doing the work that needs to be done, keeping you guys informed, credible and valid information. Good to have had so many of you on the podcast today. Hazel, uh, I see Bella Mona is here, Hazelin King, Osman Hodge, and Alison Corbin, Suzette Washington, Andrew Cuthbert, of course, Edward Gonzalez from the Bronx, and I see Suzette Washington, Stacey Amsterdam, yeah, Kim Walker, all of our favorite folks. Good to have you guys. Wicked, stink, and dirty, the PPP. Wicked, stink, and dirty. We're going to see you guys right back here this evening and right. Yep, at 8 o'clock, guys. 8 o'clock. Pace and power. Smash that emoji button, guys. Share the time live stream and partner with us. See you guys this evening. Stay safe, all of you wonderful folks out there. Have a fantastic afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the lunch. Get back to the people work quick. Have a great afternoon, guys. Stay safe.